You gotta love you. How can anybody love you when you don't love you? So when he says he loves you, it fit like loves do. So you let him run through and do what chumps do. Now when you hit him up, he won't even come through. Look what it's come to, so misconstrued. Peering in the mirror and you thinking fuck you. Spirits in the beer just to clear that dust plume. Interference from your fears, reappearing your trust too. Giving up on love, now you lost in lust. Giving up on giving cause it costs too much. Living in the prison of your thoughts and cuts. Often touched but never really found a clutch that could hold you down, so you hope you drown. Just wanna be a queen but no one holds a crown. Fit to adorn, so you sit through the storm as it fit with a norm. When love's not around, you gotta love you. You gotta love you, you gotta love you. You gotta love you, you gotta love you. You gotta love you, you gotta love you. You gotta love you. How can anybody love you when you don't love you? Calling her a slut, what the fuck you want to run through? Anyone from the club who will come through. Anytime you find one decent, it seems that you want new. Look what it's come to, so misconstrued. Another slide through, ride you then Babu. The one who had your heart took a bunch of time too. And you see so many things that seem to remind you why you've given up on love, now you full of hate. Giving up on giving cause it's getting in your way. Pissed cause no one listen to a word you say. Another day, consider throw it all away. Cause really what's it worth when all you feel is hurt? Watch it all wash away in your kingdom of dirt. And you're sick of the scorn, so you sit through the storm as it fit with a norm. When love's not around, you gotta love you. You gotta love you, you gotta love you. You gotta love you, you gotta love you. You gotta love you, you gotta love you. You gotta love you. And how can anybody love me if I don't love me? And I found if it's true sometimes you set a love free. Trust seems to be the best way when both ourselves and others to uncover all the thoughts I've allowed to slow me. But now I come true and not misconstrued, and I focus on myself, that's all I can do. Plan to be my best every day until I rest. Hit the cess but still grind and make my damn moves. Had almost given up on love but now I love myself. Giving up on giving, no longer in that cell that I forged through the years. Out of pain and my fears, but it's clear I'm not bound by the things I've felt. And my goal through this music is to share some love in a world so cold, trying to warm it up. Cause since we were born told to sit and conform as if it were the norm, not to love yourself. You gotta love you.